What's going on, guys? It's Anthony, Rental Garage. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. I appreciate everyone that does that. Let's dive into today's garage talk episode. Here in the garage, let's take a step over here. A lot of things are happening right now. I've got this side cleaned up. Broke my fridge, so I did get a replacement. We'll go over that. We'll go over the garage actually in a future episode. I wanted to catch up simply because I haven't been putting out videos. I know I say that probably every 5 videos or what have you. There's a method to my madness at this time. I'm gearing up here in the next week and a half. I will be moving my office. And what does that mean for the garage? Well, this is what it means. I'm getting that stuff out of here, getting rid of the stuff up there. Top drawer, I've got some stuff shoved back there, kind of right here, pretty much everywhere. The cool part about this is, as far as YouTube goes and creating content, one of my issues has been kind of mixing the two, and it's been a challenge on and off for years. I did have the office downstairs, wasn't utilized. Now that I'm full bore working in my office and doing everything else, this is going to help. This is a new table I bought. I was trying to buy another one, having a hard time finding it. This is by Husky. This is really a cool table, 52 inches, about 2 feet or 24 inches wide. It is adjustable, comes with roller feet and good old regular feet. There's the roller, so it's manual. You can adjust it up or you can adjust it all the way down to there. I put it here for now. This is not going to be its final home. Let me kind of wipe the camera there. This isn't going to be the final home. This guy's going to get worked on after this kind of big transition happens, so I can get all this stuff out. I still obviously got to get rid of the fridge and much more, but that's not the only thing I wanted to talk about in today's episode. What I did want to talk about is the Chevy. I haven't talked about this in a while. My little boy is actually in there taking a nap, so we were out driving and doing some stuff this morning. Probably 5 minutes before I got home, he fell asleep. Windows open, he needs to take his nap. So I thought, why not do a little bit of cleaning in here, but catch you guys up on what's going on. So this is the 2018 Silverado. I haven't featured this much, and I wanted to. So this is kind of what we've got going on. You guys haven't followed the channel or what have you. This is the wheel and tire combo. I'm going to do more of a comprehensive review and whatnot. I did get the TPMS sensors finally fixed. Everything's going well. You definitely feel with this wider tire, you definitely feel that when you're driving. I'm running the 285/65 18s. We've got roughly a 2-inch lift on the front, a little over 2, because I've got the Bilsteins up front, 6112s. They're maxed out on adjustments. So right there's the adjustment rings. Down below, those are maxed out, which brings it, I believe, really close to 2 inches. And then I have a 1/4 inch spacer, so right around 2 1/4, give or take. As far as the front lift goes, I don't have any wheel spacers on it. We've got the Moto Metals. I love these wheels. I love the tire combo. Does it rub? Yes, it rubs. I get a little bit of rub on the back side on both sides of the wheel. So when you back, if you really arc the wheel, you do get some rub. But the tires have done great. You definitely feel them though, like I said, over stock. Now on the rear, I do have the tow mirrors installed. I think I featured and talked about these before. I switched the caps. I did paint these. It just didn't come out. I over painted them a little bit. I think I have that video. I'll put that up at some point. I absolutely love these. So the field of view as a driver is just so much better than the stock Chevy mirror. Plus I have these little dudes which I flip on. It's hooked to my cargo lights, and I love them. I really do. I think it's great. I do need to pull them back out, manual adjust, but I do love these. One of my favorite features of the truck now while driving, simply because I can see a lot more, especially with having this bar. Kind of blocks your field of view a little bit, but you adjust it back and there you go. On the rear, it's kind of what the rear's looking like. 6112. So this thing, there is a lot of bumpy roads here in Alaska. Specifically, there's an area right by our Chevy dealership, which is a boundary road or a frontage road, and it has a lot of dips. And it's really funny because previously with the Z71 Rancho setup, stock from Chevy, it was hard. It was kind of harsh. Now with this setup, it's like you almost feel like the truck wants to take a jump, but it's very soft compressions, and it feels good. It feels, in my opinion, how it should feel in a truck with modifications. It begs the question to Chevy on when are they going to finally kind of get a better setup for the Z71s. I think it's that time. Now let's kind of continue going around here. We did the badging earlier. There's the Recons. I absolutely love these. The Recon taillights. Super clean setup. Loving that. Now, one thing, I've gotten several questions on this tonneau cover. I have linked the Chevy part numbers for it. One of the things, let me check my little dudes in there still sleeping, but one of the things that I don't like about this setup, this configuration, probably the main thing I don't like, is rolling this up. So you can't really see it, but there's little rub marks there. You can see it's kind of getting loose, and I got to come back and tighten it and what have you. I think that especially if Chevy or Ford or whatever brand does these sports bars, they definitely should consider a better system for the mounting, and then like a hard sliding top or something other than this, because I really don't care for these soft roll-ups. I've had several on almost every truck I've owned. I've also had the hard tonneau covers. Hard tonneau covers to me, way better. Last Fit Auto is where we've got our backup lights. Those work great. We've got these guys too from Last Fit. Probably can't see them too well because it's a bit light. I do got to get a new hitch. That's one of the things on my list, is the hitch. And I want to go to like a B&W or something better than that. The thing, I bought it brand new, and look at all this rust. Not so cool. On the interior, I did add a subwoofer that I had sitting around. It's a little windy. Let me go back inside here. I did add a subwoofer with my directed 1200 audio amplifier, and I used the LC2i plus this Bose connector from, I can't remember the name of it. So everything's adjustable. All the bass and everything's adjustable within the settings on the truck. So I do like that. It makes me feel better about it, because then it's not some stupid rotary knob or what have you, but it also allows you to kind of equalize the sound. I will be doing more sound upgrades and audio upgrades to this in the future. That's one of the things on the list. The intake's cool. The exhaust is good. The crapshoot with this truck is I got it and it had a bunch of the Chevy add-ons to include the Chevy performance exhaust, which, don't get me wrong, is cool. It sounds pretty good. You have to get into it. It's a single outlet, kind of dirty. There it is. It's full stainless all the way through. The crappy part is I want to replace it. It's just, what do I do with that? Do I just throw it away? Do I try to sell it? Used exhaust does not sell well, at least in my experience, because I want something with a little bit more, not crazy as far as just noise and everything else. So I'm kind of at a standstill as far as what I want to do with that. But there is some things that I haven't talked about before that I want to talk about now, and that is what I'm considering doing next year, not this fall. It's just too late in the year. I've got too many projects going on. I may get rid of the sports bar, get rid of this, go to a full camper shell, and then more than likely, if all goes well, I'll be swapping out the front and rear bumpers for something like the Road Armor Spartan series. I absolutely love them. In fact, pre-COVID, I bought them and then I canceled them because COVID got me kind of concerned with things, and it was close to $3 grand. So I pulled that back and a bunch of other things. Long story, but it is something I would like to do. Not that I don't mind this. I actually think that's super clean and real kind of sexy looking. The thing I don't like about this is I do go off-road, not crazy off-roading. I'm not doing anything crazy by any stretch of the imagination, but I have taken this off-road several times, and I'll continue to, because there's areas that we like to go as a family, and there's places that just warrant driving off the road. So the problem that I have is this versus pretty much any aftermarket bumper is right here. So if you look at this, see how that guy, now obviously I could pop that off, but then it's hooked to this. It's not like the 14 to 16s where you could actually just pop that off. I did it to my 14 Silverado. This is a bit more intricate, and then you got that chrome piece and everything else. So that's quite a bit of lost front end ground clearance. And then of course the bumper itself. So if you're looking at that shape, while I was looking at several bumpers, Fab 4s, the Spartan series by Road Armor, and a lot of other ones, one of the things that appeals to me is the bumper. Some of them actually, just to note, you have to cut out the bottom of your grill, in which I will not be doing that to this. I don't like the look of that. But the bumper itself is pretty close to the same size, but the way it kind of arcs back, and then in the Spartan series, it arcs back, has a nice cut to it, and then you can get a new little smash pan or whatever you want to call it in the front. So you're getting a nice look, and everything should fit close to OEM, but you lose this front end stuff. And then of course I'd have to get rid of my nudge bar, figure out what I want to do with my lights. I lose my fog lights and all of that. But it is something that I am considering, mostly for aesthetics, to be completely honest, because I think it looks cool. It looks really cool, but also just out of practicality, because I always feel, especially when I've been in certain situations to where I'm like, shit, am I gonna rub out one side or the other? I hope that I've got enough clearance, because if you look at it from here, it doesn't look that bad, but those bars sit actually almost as low, and if not lower, than that lower fascia or air dam or whatever you want to call that, in which you can actually see I've rubbed it. There is rub marks on both sides. So that's kind of the future of it. I do want to do some comprehensive videos talking to you guys about the tires, talk to you guys about the wheels, a more in-depth look on some of the other things I've done to this truck, so that will be coming soon. But I thought, while I'm in this transition phase, as I've mentioned several times, I wanted to catch up with you, let you know what's going on. This guy is partially torn apart still. I got to finish running the wires for the rear lights. I did some testing with it. There's some additional testing I want to do with the wire setup that I purchased for this from the company, simply because I ran the relays, went to direct power, because that's how I was going to do it. But the current setup here is only posted straight, which means that it illuminates. This switch illuminates all the time. So now I got to reroute it. I did buy some extra wire, but I'll end up rerouting it to the front, the auxiliary hub in the front, so when the ignition's turned on, the light switch turns on, so forth and so on. I'll also be hopefully, I think installing these guys. I am on the fence. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you guys think of this, because I've been on the fence about this. That's actually one of the main reasons why I stopped the wiring. Was I started messing with this, and then I was like, well, do I want to do both? If I do want to do both, I can splice that wiring down and just use that to make it cleaner. But this is what I'm thinking. So I can try to go under, but this bracket is limiting. I could try to do something like that. I was going to, hold on here, I don't want to lose the bolt. I did adjust this and screw with this so it's actually upside down, but I was going to essentially try to do something like this. The problem with that is this bracket doesn't seat right in this channel right here. So I'm kind of on the fence on, do I even want to put these on the front of the RZR, or because I can use lights like this for anything. I was actually considering putting these behind the grill or down below in here. What do you guys think? Obviously this would serve a really good purpose for the lighting to be up here on the RZR, or do I just get a 30-inch or 32-inch bar, light bar, and just run it across and call it a day? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Any questions or any ideas for any of this stuff I covered today, let me know what your thoughts are. Here in the next couple of weeks, like I said, we're gonna be getting rid of the gun cabinet's gonna get out of here. There's stuff on top of it that's gonna get out of here. I'm super stoked about that. Again, for obvious reasons. I will be going into in-depth video here relatively soon about the VersaTrack system, talking to you guys about the reasons why I did it, and I'll give you some other examples outside of this garage, because I actually have this in my storage, or my garden shed, or garden tool shed, or whatever you want to call it. I'll be showing you guys that as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, hit subscribe if you like this video, and if you like me just kind of bullshitting through kind of what's going on, make sure drop a comment, give us a thumbs up, share the video. I have a bunch of things that we're going to be putting out here relatively soon. This was one. Just wanted to catch up with you guys. Appreciate all the comments that I have been getting. In fact, once we move the office, I will be doing several comment videos to where I can actually add additional dialogue to my comments back to you, and read your guys' comments as well. So thanks for tuning in. If you're out riding or driving, do it safely. See you in the next video.